During the 2016 election, given what I had already seen during the campaign, I knew I could not vote for the president. Like many of my colleagues, I chose to vote for a third-party candidate. Today, given what we have experienced over the past 4 years, it's not enough just to register our disapproval of the president. We need to elect someone else in his place, someone who will stop the chaos and reverse the damage. Now, putting country over party has a noble history here in Arizona. In 1992, Mr. Republican Barry Goldwater endorsed a Democrat running for Congress over a Republican who he felt would not represent the party well. Goldwater hadn't traded in his conservative credentials. Far from it. He simply believed that in that case, that the conservative cause would be better served over the long term if the Democrat prevailed. And that's what I believe today in this election. And that is what a growing number of Republicans believe and are declaring today as well. I have never before voted for a Democrat for president, but I've been asked many times over the past 4 years if I, as a conservative, could vote for a Democrat for president. Sure has been my ready answer if he or she were a Joe Biden kind of Democrat. Well, the Democratic Party just nominated a Joe Biden kind of Democrat, whom I am confident will approach the constitutional role with the reverence and dignity it deserves. I know that he will reach across the aisle because that's what he's done his entire career. After the turmoil of the past 4 years, we need a president who unifies rather than divides. We need a president who prefers teamwork to tribalism. We need a president who summons our better angels, not a president who appeals to our baser instincts. That's why we need Joe Biden. If we have learned anything over the past 4 years, it is that character matters. Decency matters. Civility never goes out of style. And we should expect our president to exhibit these virtues. I have known Vice President Biden for 2 decades now. I served with him in Congress for much of that time. He is a good and decent man. I haven't always agreed with him, and there will be many policies on which we will disagree in the future, and that's okay. The steadiness of leadership and the health and survival of our democracy, those things far supersede any policy issues on which we might disagree. On this much, I know, with Joe Biden as president, we will be able to preserve the civic space wherein Republicans and Democrats can go back to merely disagreeing about issues of policy without fear of revenge or reprisal. That day cannot come soon enough. And so it is because of my conservatism and because of my belief in the Constitution and in the separation of power, and because I am gravely concerned about the conduct and behavior of our current president, that I stand here today, proudly and wholeheartedly, to endorse Joe Biden as the next president of the United States of America. America's best days are ahead. Go, Joe.